Union to this, the 12th Annual Caribbean Internet Governance Forum. I'm very sorry that I cannot be with you in body, but I thank God that because of the internet, I have the opportunity to participate in the proceedings. I want, first of all, to express my sincere thanks to the Public Utilities Commission of Belize and Chairman Avery for stepping up to the challenge of hosting this 12th Caribbean Internet Governance Forum at short notice when the original host had to stand down. And we really appreciate this collaboration and the opportunity to be once more in Belize. The internet is transforming every aspect of our lives, bringing to the ordinary man the information of the ages. It's connecting people, organizations, machines, and things in ways that were hitherto impossible. The evolution of the internet has been happening at such a dizzying pace. We've had relatively little time to create the frameworks and develop the insight and the understanding as to how to govern it so that the citizens of the world can have affordable access, that their rights could be respected, assured, and that they could effectively leverage the internet's resources as it evolves. The first Caribbean Internet Governance Forum was convened in September 2005 in Georgetown, Guyana. And the delegates, the diverse stakeholders who participated in that forum agreed that the scope of the internet governance issues was so expansive, given our very limited resources. The CIGF, the Caribbean Internet Governance Forum, would focus on areas that were, one, of immediate relevance to the Caribbean, and two, areas in which we could have a meaningful impact. And 5 strategic areas were identified, and these were incorporated into a 2009 Caribbean Internet Governance Policy Framework. And I believe this would have been the first Internet Governance Policy Framework, the first of its kind in the world. The strategic areas were the physical infrastructure, logical infrastructure, public awareness and capacity building, internet content, and research. And we moved aggressively to implement projects in each of those strategic areas that we had identified. And I just want to cite one example of a project as having a meaningful impact in the Caribbean. And it was in the area of physical infrastructure. The project was the proliferation of Caribbean internet exchange points. And the CTU played a facilitating role in getting this project up and running. We began with an aggressive program to raise awareness of the inefficiencies of traditional internet traffic routing in the Caribbean, and we made a case for internet exchange points. Then we convened a number of workshops in several countries to bring the stakeholders together and to build consensus and commitment to support the establishment of an IXP. And through our partnership with Packet Clearinghouse, and I see Bevel Wooding is there with you in Belize, we now have more than 10 Caribbean IXPs. And this approach has been replicated to other strategic areas, and the CTU plays a facilitating role in making things happen. And the policy framework is a living document, and it has guided and guides the work to be undertaken by the region. And in the next issue, this would be issue 3, I believe, and this issue would be finalized at this forum. There will be some revisions to the 5 strategic areas and the addition of a 6th that deals with legal framework and enforcement. So I'm looking forward to seeing the third edition, the finalization of the third edition of our Internet Governance Policy Framework at this forum. But the Caribbean IGF is moving into a new phase of operation. And I think some of our other speakers may have alluded to that, whereby we are seeking to build national internet governance structures on the ground in the Caribbean to execute the projects in respective countries. And another aspect of this new phase of operation, I think is really about forging closer relationships with the global IGF community. So I'm very happy that Lynn St. Amour of the MAG at least we've heard her remarks, and I also saw Chengetai Masango from the IGF Secretariat as joining us. So I think this is a reflection of the new thrusts and the new phase of operation for the Caribbean Internet Governance Forum. And I just want to draw to your attention that in the early days, the very early days of the CIGF, there were many naysayers who told us we couldn't do this and we would not succeed. But here we are, more than 10 years later, with an unparalleled body of achievements. I think this is a testimony of the commitment of the Caribbean internet community, the individuals and organizations who worked with the CTU and grew with us. I salute you all and thank you for your steadfast commitment to the CIGF. And also to the many international organizations such as ARIN and LACNOC, ISOC, PCH, Google, ICANN, all of these organizations have supported and contributed to the work of the CIGF, and I offer my sincere thanks to them. On a final note, the work we are trying to accomplish cannot be done by a single organization, and therefore collaboration is going to be key in the ongoing success of the CIGF, and indeed the whole issue of the growth of the internet. And I would like to say one of the themes of the Caribbean Telecommunications Union over the course of this year is about collaboration and the need for diverse players to work together on comprehensive planning and execution of ICT and internet-related projects. So with that, I'm going to end my brief remarks, and I thank you all for joining us. I wish all of you, and I'll be in here in the chat room, in the room, successful deliberations, and I look forward not just to fruitful and beneficial discussion, but the action that will result from your work over the course of the next 2 days and the impact it will have on our Caribbean communities. And with that, I end. I thank you all.